Aimbot has recently released a premium service targeted at Valorant players. Whether it's exact replicas of Valorant maps and movement, a feature that allows you to play your Valorant deaths again to find out what you could do better next time, a built-in crosshair placement guide, or its very own deathmatch mode, Aimbot Plus seems to have it all. But can't you just play the game to get better, you may ask yourself. A lot of people seem to agree with that question, me included. That is until I saw this tweet from arguably the best Valorant player on the planet right now, Ye.
They've isolated Ye. They've got him on his own here, but he's going to get back in! Maybe a tag would be great now for it. Ye though. Oh, yeah!
What was he seeing in Aimbot Plus that other people weren't? Can Aimbot Plus really make you a better Valorant player? Is it actually worth the money? To answer these questions, I tried Aimbot Plus for a week while documenting my progress in game. The first day was spent exploring the trends section. When you connect your Riot account to Aimbot, it can identify what areas you could improve the most by calculating your win percentage on both the attacking and defensive halves of your previous ranked games. With this information, Aimbot recommends 5 personalized scenarios every day based on which halves you perform the worst on. My worst half according to the trends section is the defensive side of Haven, where I win only 1 out of 3 rounds on average. With this information, I can really narrow down on improving on Haven with VOD review and supplementary practice inside of this trend scenario, which brings me to my first problem with trends. The defensive half scenarios aren't very realistic. The bots move very predictably, and since there is no penalty for standing still for an extended period of time, it's hard to replicate the intensity of a real game. The attacking half scenarios are much better in this aspect. The bots are placed where enemy players could hold in a real game, and you have to kill all of them. Since the maps are exact replicas of Valorant maps, and the enemy's head hitboxes are the exact same size and height as they are in game, this type of training is much more useful since it translates into in-game results much easier. After playing the attack half trend scenarios a few more times, I played some swift play while only using a Sheriff and Guardian to see what immediate changes I would notice if there were any.
Last player standing.
Alright, I'm gonna get a one tap here.
Oh my.
You got one tap, you're bad.
One enemy remains.
You're so good.
We tend to.
One huge difference I noticed was that my crosshair placement was so much better than usual. Since I was able to focus so much on practicing my crosshair placement while playing trends, it became almost subconscious while in game.
Enemy A.
Jet ground.
Enemy spotted A.
Met.
Enemy spotted
One enemy remaining. One enemy. One dead. One enemy remains. 10 seconds left. Spike planted.
Oh my god, you're crazy!
Eliminated. We tend to.
On day 2, I tried the run it back feature. To use this, you have to log into the Aimbot Stats Center web page, then click on the run it back tab. At the bottom, you will have a choice of maps that you've played in your past ranked games. Simply click create on the map of your choosing and follow the directions, and Aimbot will generate every scenario where you died in your last few ranked games on that map. I chose Haven again since that is my weakest map and got 15 different death scenarios to go over. I really like the concept of run it back. Although the boss did move a bit predictably similar to defensive trend scenarios, it wasn't as big of a problem here because I had to move towards the boss this time instead of being stuck in a confined area, and it was great practice for those situations where you have to adjust your crosshair onto an enemy that is playing near default angle as opposed to exactly on the angle. As for things that I didn't like as much, some of the scenarios were very short and I would have preferred the option to filter them out somehow. I tried another session of swift play and I continue to see a lot of improvement in my crosshair placement specifically. The bots moving and run it back scenarios made for very good practice against players that like to swing wide into fights.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
Two out. One more. Good shot.
Half.
So what's a plow, a poo, Catboy mid? What is that?
They're mid.
One enemy remaining. Long.
Now, day 3 was the day that I was most excited for. Deathmatch in Valorant is absolutely horrid, so today I could find out if Aimbot could offer anything better on that front. Their version of Valorant Deathmatch can be found under the aptly named free play tab. From there, you can choose what maps you want to play on, if you want to be an attacker or defender, what site you want to attack or defend, and if you would like to play the deathmatch mode. However, free play has a problem. If you choose defense, you are again stuck in a confined area to shoot bots that do not replicate actual player movement, rendering the entire option useless. The same bot movement behavior is present in deathmatch mode, which also renders that mode useless. The true value in free play lies in the attacker side scenarios. It functions just like it does in trends, except you can pick any site on any map in the game. Bots spawn in different places every run, so no two runs will ever be the exact same. This forces you to keep your crosshair placement honest, just like you would have to do in a real game. There also exists the practice mode. When you turn it on, it displays green orbs at headshot height in order to help you keep your crosshair at the correct height while you clear angles. I spent a few hours in the free play section honing my crosshair placement on all the maps. Then I played some swift play and I felt so much more confident on the Sheriff and Guardian. I guess all that practice really is paying off.
Red. Spike down B. One enemy.
God.
Ultimate is ready. Imposter kill. You fought well. Your duty is not over. One enemy remaining. Attackers win.
It's GG. Wait, Plu Cadboy, whatever? Plu's Cadboy made. Yeah, that name's out of pocket. I'm not even lying.
After day 3's swift play session, I created a training routine from trends, run it back, and deathmatch because I plan to test Aimlabs Plus at the ultimate level. You see, it's really easy to farm clips on people who are queuing swift play to chill on a Friday night. It's another story entirely to farm people in your ranks, so this would be the perfect challenge to determine whether Aimlabs Plus worked or not. The game started off pretty close, but the opposing team hit their stride. At one point we were down 3-7, but then my team was able to make some pretty good reads and string a couple of rounds together to make the score 5-7 at the half.
One enemy remaining.
We were then able to put the game to bed on the attacking side by simply knowing the map better than our opponents and having significantly better aim than them.
Just wait for tap.
One enemy remaining. One enemy remaining.
So, was Aimlabs Plus worth the money? Was EA really seeing something that others weren't? In my opinion, yes. The various features provided by Aimlabs Plus allowed me to practice my crosshair placements so much more efficiently than I ever could in Deathmatch. This practice, along with my already decent mouse control, seriously improved my fragging potential not only in the ranked games that you just saw, but in subsequent ranked games that I played off camera in the next 2 days.